Doug, and welcome to another exciting episode of my Filipino/American adventure. We should change that name, huh? So how is everybody doing? Us? Yeah, we've been better because we got, we got the dreaded, I'm gonna cover everything up here. We got the dreaded what's it called?
RFE.
RFE.
Means more evidence.
Yeah, something you hope you never, ever get when you're doing visa and immigration stuff, is a request for further evidence. So, of course, when we did our K1 visa, we went through, and we did go through rapid visa. That could be why we made this mistake this time around, because maybe they would have notified us that we made mistakes. And we never got the RFE. We just went straight through, we got approved. And now we applied for 3 things. And if you're gonna go through this, these are the things you're gonna need to know. Once you get your K1, you come over, you get married, then you have to apply for AOS, which is an adjustment of status, which is the I-485. Basically, that's your green card. And then at the same time, you file your early petition, which means you're allowed to travel before you get your green card, because your green card can take you a couple of years. And your early work permit, so you can start working even though you don't have a green card early. So you file those 3 things together, and there's the 485, and I forget what the other 2 numbers are, but you'll run across that when you do your... So yeah, we filed that a while ago, probably a month ago, and then when we were up north visiting, we got an alert saying that, oh, your case has been updated. So we came back home and it said, I forgot exactly what it said on the case file. Oh, it did say, yeah, RFE, yeah, that they're requesting more information. So yeah, of course, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get denied, but it's not what you wanna get. You wanna just sail right through it perfectly. Don't raise any questions, don't raise any red flags, just get right through it. And I went online and I was trying to read about exactly, you know, what are the stats on our RFEs. And they said, yeah, there has been an increase, like 52% increase in RFEs in the last few months. So they're really tightening the screws. They want to make sure everything's done right. And then they're really backed up too. So even after we fill this request and set it back in, we might have to wait another 80 days before we hear anything. And normally that wouldn't be a big deal, right, babe? But we do like to we do want to travel, and we do like to go back to the Philippines. I didn't want to wait a year to go back to the Philippines, but it looks like, and you know, it could be a while. So, what is the RFE? What did they want? Well, the birth certificate that Yna sent in was, in our case, her birth certificate that she sent in was either the wrong birth certificate.
No, it's not wrong. Maybe because it's so blurry, you can't even read.
Yeah, but where's the one that we did send in? Where's the one we're going to send in now? Then?
Long, did I need it?
Yeah, so what she sent her in this one, which is your basic, and it's really blurry and hard to read, but they wanted the long form with the stamp on it. So that's what they asked for. So, and if that wasn't available, they'll accept baptismal records, limited church or school records, listing your parents' names and your date of birth, hospital records of your birth, or official recordings indicating a country and record of birth. So they want to make sure if you don't have your birth certificate, you can send in other things. Well, we just happen to have, where's your baptismal thing? We just happen to have a, her church. Is this your baptismal? Or? Yeah, okay, certificate of baptism. So we had that. So we're sending both of those in, so there's no question. So we should cover that. The second part was my fault. Now, when you fill out your K1, one of the things you have to send in is called an affidavit of support. And basically it just says how much money do you make, you know, it goes over your dependents and things like that. It's a pretty simple form. And with the K1 visa, it's the I-134 affidavit of support. So I filled that out and we sent it in and we were approved for the K1 visa. And for the AOS, they want another affidavit of support. Well, I just assumed...
Different form.
Yeah, see, if we went through rapid visa, we might have they might have caught that, but we didn't know. And now you know too, it's not the same one. So I went through to the same place, the I-134. I filled that out and I sent it in with 3 or 4 pages of my last tax return. So that was my mistake. That's not the one you fill out. There's a different affidavit support for your AOS, and that's the I-864. Yeah, I-864. And it is different, and after filling it out, I see where it's different. They do ask, like, make you sign saying that you're responsible for her for the next 10 years. She will not become a public charge, you know, blah, 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 blah. So I filled that out correctly. And then it says, your most recent federal income tax returns and all supporting tax documents, W-2s, 1099s, Form 2555s, and tax schedules. Yna was driving me up a wall about this when I was trying to explain to her I'm self-employed. I don't get W-2s. I don't get, really, legally, I don't get 1099s. If you're incorporated, you don't have to receive a 1099 from a company. But I did happen to get one from a smaller company who didn't know because I was incorporated. They didn't need to send it, so I do have that. And the tax schedules, and I looked up online, they went tax schedules CE, things like that. So I sent them my whole tax return, personal, and I sent them all of my corporate ones because that's got all the tax codes. I don't want to mess up, so I'm selling them everything. Everything I got from my accountant. Hopefully this is it, because they say this is your one shot to make it right. So if you don't send in all the right stuff, they can deny you. So if you get an RFE, make sure that you're sending them everything that they absolutely need, because they can make your life a hell if you don't do that. And then you also have to make copies of these. The letter you sent, you have to send this back with your stuff. So I even made a cover page, which is not necessary, but it's appreciated, and it says basically what I've included, why I've included it, and so today we're going to mail out our RFE, and we're going to cross our fingers and hope everything goes well. And I don't think it's a big deal. I think that there were 2 simple mistakes. I don't think they think that anything's fishy, or I don't think there was any red flags. It was just 2 wrong forms. She didn't send in her long form birth certificate, and I sent in the wrong affidavit support. So both of those were probably our mistakes. That if we went through an established company like Rapid Visa, they might have caught that for us. So anyway, that's going to wrap this up. So we're just going over through, she's doing what she does best, which is questioning everything I do.
Hi.
And she's going over and reading everything, making sure everything's signed and dated and everything's perfect.
Yeah, but I don't know where did you want to sign in here.
That I don't have to sign. That's my, oh, is that my affidavit of support?
Support.
Yeah, I have to sign that at the end. Not where the preparer stuff is.
Okay, you
So
check.
I'll have to sign that, and then we have to get an envelope and go to the post office and send this off certified so we know that they received it. And then we'll have to wait at least another 80 days for them to respond. So we probably won't hear anything till after the first of the year, maybe. But hopefully everything goes well. So, well, I guess we'll wrap this up then, huh?
Yeah?
Anything else to add? Any questions or concerns about your RFEs?
No. I hope you already gave all documents that they are needed for.
Yeah. Well, that's the only 2 things that they asked for, and both of them were very simple, and you know, both of them were just simple mistakes, and there's nothing I think that we really need to worry about.
So you should...
Yeah, when I'm done with the video. After, so I have to sign and date my affidavit, and I think we're all set. And then we have to figure out where to mail it to, and then we're off to the post office. So, there we go. If you get an RFE, don't panic. Read what it says, fill out what it says. If you have any questions, if it's something that you're worried about, it probably wouldn't hurt to get yourself an immigration lawyer, because this is a one-shot thing. This I'm pretty confident we got this under control. So, until then, go ahead and Subscribe and like and comment. If you'd like to help out our channel, there's a Patreon link below, so you can throw us a few shekels to help the channel grow. But stay warm.
And always stay classy.
Bye.
Bye.